What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, welcome to another weekly recap of the PUBG Mobile Pro League South Asia Season 4, and this time we're going to be having a look at what exactly went down in the third and final Super Weekend of PMPL South Asia Season 4. This is Super Jonny joining me, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Fyxs, and we're going to be starting things off by looking at the best teams of this final week. The teams that had the most amazing performance in this last week, followed by some of the most amazing plays that we have seen in this third and final Super Weekend. And in the end, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about the teams that you guys, and well, we will have an eye out for going into the finals. So without wasting any further time, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. So starting things off, we're going to talk about the best performing teams of this week. And on number 3, ladies and gentlemen, we have Wizards with Vibes.
Of course, I mean, Wizards with Vibes, that rivalry going on with Team Vibes, of course, had to come down to this, right? There was a point where Vibes was leading, but Wizards with Vibes, with the sheer consistency, gathering so many placement points and getting 2 chicken dinners in a single day, helped themselves to propel their point standings up to the 3rd spot. And well, heading into the finals, this is something that was really unexpected.
Exactly, but something that was even more unexpected was a team that is on number 2 on our list to be on the 2nd position in the overall leaderboard as well, and now we're talking about T2K.
We all know why it really happened, you know. Right from the first day of the 3rd Super Weekend, they were being heavily targeted by Team P and crew, up until the point that every single time they drop off, there's someone, you know, trying to be a menace and cause them a lot of trouble. And well, they did accommodate to that, but till the time they did adapt, it was too late. And DRS, being very consistent, getting those chicken dinners, managed to secure the top spot.
And that is the team that we're going to talk about next, DRS Gaming, because as you mentioned, they did capitalize on the fact that T2K were being put under, well, forced to underperform because of PN crew, but DRS, they maintained the level of consistency, and well, they finished on the 1st position.
Exactly, finally breaking the deadlock, right? Even in the last season, they were the 2nd position team, and this time they made sure it did not really happen. But it went down to the wire, and had they not performed in the first 2 days, things could have been really different. But even on the 3rd day, they were really consistent in terms of their point standings. It all came down to the final game where AJ did manage to save the day, and well, DRS have won the league stages.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about the best plays, the plays that will be talked about for, I guess, years and years to come. But starting things off on number 3, it is going to be Crypto taking down Zeus all alone.
Yeah, and considering the fact that we've heard of Crypto being really prolific in those mid-range situations, this time he showed how good he is at the close-range scenarios, and going up against a team like Zeus, wiping them down one after the other, where Zeus really felt overconfident and they were punished. And of course, I8 starting off, 3 of the players really down, him being alone. The best part about his clutch was his positioning after every single knock that he got.
Exactly, and it was an incredible performance from him. But then, as we move to the 2nd best play of this week, this one was kind of a stretch because they had to do this again and again and again and again to get the 1st position. Of course, I'm talking about DRS, who on the 2nd day of the last Super Weekend, in the very last game, were able to get themselves a chicken dinner, which propelled them to the 1st position of the standings.
Yeah, 100%. The way, you know, Team DRS played in the final game, especially the rotation inside the circle, had to be phenomenal, right? Going up against I8 and Seal in the final circles, they were so well prepared, and it was again AJ being on the flank angle, taking 2 players down of Seal that secured the win. And Mafia Ninja with those grenades just going out of earth, the way he threw them, did not get just 1 or 2, he got 3 frags each. And well, that is how DRS did manage to get the chicken dinner, did manage to pull the momentum in their favor going into the final day, and also did manage to win the league stage.
Exactly. An amazing finish to a match. But talk about amazing finishes, and what comes to my mind specifically from this week, it is going to be Stalwart Esports. In the very first day, on the very first game, they were able to secure an amazing chicken dinner. And Fyxs, we get excited about a 1v4, right? If we get to see a 1v4 once in a game, we get hyped. Well, Action gave us 2 in the same match.
He definitely did. And heading in to the third Super Weekend, I mean, we did have some expectations from Starwood, but the biggest questions were its consistency, right? They were really not consistent, and they started off with a banger. And in those last few crucial moments, we did see Action completely losing his mind, you know, taking the vehicle, ramming up on the players, not really caring, wiped out the players of Team Clarity Bablu first, and went on and took down their Mongolian counterparts that seen one after the other. The best part about his clutches were his positioning again, and of course he did receive support from his teammates, nothing taken away from that, but the sheer dominance by this lad, you know, getting 8 kills in the final circle all by himself and getting 12 kills overall in just that one match. That had to be the best play.
Exactly, an amazing performance from Action. But now what we are going to hope is the teams and the individuals that we talked about, they replicate the same stuff in the finals as well. Alright, so now what we're going to talk about next, it is going to be the teams to look out for in the finals, and these will be in no particular order. We just feel that these teams will give us amazing performances in the matches that will take place. And starting things off, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the team from Pakistan, the legend from Pakistan, in fact, i8 Esports.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they have really worked on their mistakes, and especially Crypto getting in sublime form towards the end of the league stages. That is exactly what i8 needed. And we have also seen their IGL, Uzim, who's playing on a next different level. And along with, you know, Jonny and Bled stepping up, I think that they might surprise us in the finals.
Exactly. Now, i8 have had a decent run throughout the tournament as well, and we just expect them to get better from there on out. But the next team that we're going to talk about is someone we expected to be on the first or the second or maybe the third. That was the worst possible finish we imagined from them, but they actually finished 8th. And we are talking about Zeus Esports now.
Well, I mean, Zeus being one of those teams that have been making numerous mistakes, and most of them were pretty much because they were really overconfident with their moves, taking a lot of fights where they should not be taking. But in the third day of the final Super Weekend, we did see them rectifying those mistakes, and as a result of which they also did manage to get a chicken dinner. And not just that, Godless seems to have gained back his older form. So heading into the finals, I believe these are the Mongolians that can make whole world of difference.
Exactly. I mean, Zeus Esports, the recovery is expected, but if you talk about recoveries, we have to talk about a team that was at one point competing for the podium, ladies and gentlemen. They were in the top 3, but then they failed to qualify for the final Super Weekend. You know what I'm talking about. It is going to be Deadeyes, guys.
Exactly. I mean, Deadeyes being one of the strongest contenders for the league title, but then again, we did see that slip up from their side. But we do know they have been one of the most consistent teams in the Super Weekend, of at least number 1 and 2, if not 3. Because this was one of those teams that, barring not even having a single chicken dinner, and they did get one, but still they managed to hold on to that second and third position every single time. So heading into the finals, I think this is redemption time for them, and they will go big.
Exactly. They have to go big if they want to bring home the massive prize money of $10,000 for finishing on the first position. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you guys. Make sure to tune in this weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, on PUBG Mobile Esports South Asia and PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channels to catch all the action of the PMPL South Asia Season 4 finals. And we'll see you guys on the battleground. Take care. Bye.